What it do, everyone? Zai here with SBG Soul Beats Gaming. Today we got a big video for you guys. Today we're talking about the one, the only, Bring Her Back. Oh, we're bringing her back. Yo, I don't want to bring her back. No, she's bad. She's bad. No, I'm just kidding. No. Let's go ahead and get up in this thing. Yo, I'm going to tell you guys if this movie is a great movie, if it's a good movie, bad movie, if it's scary, disturbing, what it is. You know, this is one of the newest horror movies of the year. Big hype, new A24 movie, and I'm going to let you guys know if you guys should see this movie in the theater or see it at home. I'm going to break it down for you guys. This is a no spoiler part right now. I'm going to get into spoilers at the back end of the review. Let's dive in deep. So this film stars Sally Hawkins, the great Sally Hawkins. She's amazing in this movie. I mean, to be able to, I'm a filmmaker, to be able to have an actor like this, an actress, that to do what she did is amazing. I mean, I could tell Raka just let her do her thing. She really just gave a great role with this film and just made you like, oh, snap, Sally, no, please don't. And she did. And I was like, oh, yes. And no, she was disturbing, ridiculous in good ways and terrible ways. And we were like, at times, like, oh, please get off the screen, Sally. No, you've done too much. And but no, this film, it's mostly of child actors, you know, younger actors. You know, for me as a filmmaker, that's always creepy. As like, you know, in horror movies, you have the kid actors and the, you know, the Grudge, the Ring, all of that. You're like, what's going on here? And but no, it starts off the film with a very interesting setup. It shows like a brother, you know, brother sister setup, siblings, and they're dealing with, you know, the regular BS that, you know, jerks at school. It has like that type of opening to it, but then it leads into a very shocking, eye-opening moment that is very graphic, very just like, oh snap. And so they have a very graphic moment in the very beginning of the film to kind of set the tone of the film. And then we get to meet Sally right after that. And her character is very energetic, very bubbly. She's very opening. I mean, kind of the complete opposite. Kind of like the way she is in this, if you can see her up there in the screen. She's kind of very happy and all that. But, you know, from that moment on, it kind of gets darker. There's little hints of just craziness. There's chalk outlines around the house. There's a lot of weird, creepy stuff going on. Kind of gives you that vibe of the Dark Song, A Dark Song, that movie. If you guys have seen that movie, great horror film, definitely worth to check out. But this film, is it scary? Is it disturbing? You know, someone, if they're new to horror movies, I would say this is a very scary movie for someone that's brand new. You know, for me, I'm like a veteran of horror, you know, fanatic or whatever, so I've seen many movies. This was not scary at all. You know, movies like The Nun would be even scarier. But I feel like this is very disturbing. The movie's very grotesque. I mean, it has moments in there that just had me like, ooh, oh no. And it had a lot of moments like that in there. And I think that's Raka's, you know, the brother duo. That's their thing that they like to do, is lean on that grotesque, just that nasty, what I call the nay-nay, y'all. And talk to me with the bad looking hand thing. And yes, the hand was bad. And no, you gotta slap that hand. But no, that movie was very grotesque too. And this movie is right up that alley. This movie is about a ritual, is bringing someone back, bring her back. And did they bring her back? Well, I'll let you guys know. But as far as the whole movie, it definitely had a decent, really good pace to it. There were moments that, you know, you understand what's going on and you're just waiting for it to get to the next part. And it does lead into some areas of predictability. If you guys suspect what's going to happen, it is probably going to happen. And, you know, so that's some of my only gripes with the film. I thought the acting was very top-notch. I felt like there was not many jump scares, which is a great thing. And they had different moments of just creating that tension, creating that vibe, that eerie, oogie boogie vibe, and they did that. They delivered on that. But outside that, I think it was a great movie. I definitely feel like it's a very unique movie. Lived up to the hype of the trailers. It showed different things. It showed everything that they showed from the trailer. Showed it very early on. I kind of wish that they would have, you know, leaned more into some of the more weirder stuff from the trailer. The stuff you see from the trailer is really almost as much as you get from the film. But, you know, with all that being said, I would say the film is like a 6 out of 10 for me. To give you guys an idea of just a scale of how I rank films, like a movie like a 10 would be, oh, I got a text, y'all. Someone texted, and oh, snap. But no, you know, a 10 for me would be like Hereditary, the Silent Hill, movies of that nature would be like a 10 for me. The Shining, you know, classics, Rosemary's Baby. Like an 8 would be Long Legs for me. And for this, the reason why it leans more of a 6 It's not because it was a bad film or not. You know, it was more that there wasn't as much replay value to the film. I feel like once you see the film for the first time, you kind of get the gist of it. I don't think there's many hints in the beginning of the film that will like help towards the end. So if you go back, you may definitely see new stuff, but I don't think there's like really a lot of hidden specific things, kind of like Hereditary. You know, there's a lot of things in the very beginning of the film that lean heavy in the back end of the film, so it gives that fun replayability. But let's get to the spoilers, you know, the fun part, you know. So if you made it this far, appreciate you guys. Let's get into it. So everyone got messed up in this film. No, the poor boy, his name is, what's his name? Billy. Billy, the one that played as Andy, and the lead, oh no, he got messed up in this film. I was actually surprised that Connor, you know, Connor, the boy that dealt with so much, he was eating tables, he was eating knife, and good grief, I mean, he survived, and he was like, I'm Connor, yo, I'm Connor. I'm like, Connor, that's you. Oh, what you doing, Connor? And I was like, dang, I mean, I'm surprised he was alive. And he was more alive than everybody at the end. And, you know, he ended up saving people. I feel like the girl who played Piper, you know, she definitely played some 4D chess. And she was like, oh, yes, mother. Yes, I'm your daughter. And, you know, she really played into that part. I don't think that the ritual even did anything. I don't even think the ritual worked. I think maybe there were certain parts that, you know, probably messed up the ritual in the process, perhaps. And, but, you know, that was kind of like a letdown in a way where it was like all this time working for this ritual to bring this, you know, the lead, Sally Hawkins' daughter back in the film. And, you know, it did not work out. And, you know, people got away, they got free, everyone, you know, was safe at the end. No one really died except Andy. I feel bad for Andy. And, you know, there is a jump scare in the film. There's a car that just goes, and I'm like, oh, snap. And that scene was crazy. That was a crazy scene. And that got me. But I like that there wasn't a lot of jump scares in the film. The grotesqueness, you know, all the blood and stuff like that. It was just, you know, unnecessary, in my opinion. You know, all that stuff was just for shock value. I know they didn't want to do a lot of jump scares, probably. But I feel like all the just extra grotesqueness just to be shocking was just unnecessary. And, you know, it's like Evil Dead, that's, you know, that's that thing, which is cool in Evil Dead. But I felt like here was just so much. It was just, in a way, it definitely made the film, you know, uneasy throughout. There was a lot of uneasy moments in the film, which I feel like the directors were definitely going for. But I think those lead to my reasons for not wanting to, you know, not as much replay value on my end for it, for those reasons. But love the film altogether. I mean, it is a very unique film. Definitely one of the top, you know, films of this year so far, and definitely worth checking out. I mean, A24 has been piping out some great hits. And shoot, I'm a filmmaker myself, and to see a film like this, I thought it was a great, well done. Cinematography is amazing. The sound is crazy in the film, really good. I did find that the rain, there was so much rain at the end of the film. It was a very cool effect, but I felt like it was overused towards the end of the film. But that was just like a small, you know, nitpick and stuff. It was just kind of made it all too washed out in moments. But it was a very beautiful shot with the mother daughter like holding each other at the end. And, you know, so very interesting film. Definitely go see it in the theater if you can. I mean, seeing it with a crowd of people is great. You know, it even plays good, I would imagine, even at home alone. And, you know, Macaulay Culkin style, and blanket by a candlelight, if you will. And, yes, watch this movie alone at night, 3 a.m. style, yo. And, yes, but yeah, I give it a 6 out of 10. I think it's a very solid horror movie. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. I definitely feel like it lived up to the hype. I wish I saw more of that, like more crazier stuff from the trailer, which that was more throughout the film, but it's still a solid film. I'm a filmmaker myself. I said it a few times. If you guys want to check out my film is called Memories. It's a rom-com. It's a fun film. Complete opposite of this movie. But if you guys are interested in seeing the stuff I put out, I do make a lot more creepier movies and a lot more like suspense thriller type movies. But those are coming out in due time. But appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.